The secret power of dried fruits for seniors. Over 60, you might not realize it, but some of the most powerful defenders of your memory and eyesight aren't found in expensive supplements or rare imported berries. They're right there in your kitchen cabinet. Humble dried fruits. These simple foods, often overlooked, carry within them natural compounds that quietly work while you rest at night. They don't need fancy packaging, they don't cost a fortune, and they've been healing the human body for centuries. Hello, I'm Dr. Mehar, and for more than 3 decades, I've worked with older adults who felt their independence slowly slipping away. Not because of major illness, but because of what we often dismiss as just aging. Foggy mornings, trouble remembering a neighbor's name, struggling to read a menu at a restaurant, or feeling unsafe driving at night. These aren't small inconveniences. They're signals. Signals from your brain and your eyes that something deeper is shifting. Now let me ask you honestly, have you ever noticed halos or starbursts around headlights when driving in the evening? Do you sometimes walk into a room and pause, unsure why you're there? Or maybe you find yourself squinting at the newspaper, holding it farther away, or reaching for brighter lights. These are not random quirks of age. They are early messages from your body. Warnings that your vision and memory need extra protection. The good news, and something most people never hear from their doctors, is that decline is not always inevitable. The body is remarkable at repairing itself, especially during sleep. And when you feed it the right nutrients, you give your natural repair systems the tools they desperately need. Tonight, I want to share with you 3 dried fruits that can support this overnight healing. 3 foods that are easy to find, delicious to eat, and deeply restorative for the aging brain and eyes. Each one works in a unique way, but together they form a bedtime ritual that can help you wake up with sharper vision and a steadier mind. So let's begin with the first fruit, one that ancient cultures treasured and modern science is finally beginning to appreciate. Fruit number 1, the healing strength of figs. Figs may look simple on the outside, but within each soft bite lies a treasure chest of nutrients perfectly designed to shield the brain and strengthen the eyes. For centuries, figs were considered sacred food, and now we know why. For your eyes, figs contain 2 powerful pigments, lutein and zeaxanthin. These aren't just antioxidants floating in your bloodstream. They actually lodge themselves into the retina, specifically the macula, the very center of your vision. This is the part of your eye that helps you recognize faces, read fine print, and adjust to dim lighting. As the years pass, the natural levels of these protective pigments decline, leaving the retina exposed to harmful blue light, oxidative stress, and eventually age-related degeneration. Figs act like natural sunglasses inside your body, filtering out damaging rays and shielding your delicate eye cells from destruction. But figs don't stop at vision. For the brain, they are rich in vitamin B6, which is absolutely essential for creating neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, and GABA, the very chemicals that regulate memory, mood, and sleep quality. Without enough B6, the brain struggles to stay sharp, leaving you with foggy thoughts, restless nights, and emotional ups and downs. On top of this, figs contain powerful plant polyphenols such as quercetin and anthocyanins. These natural compounds directly calm brain inflammation, which is now recognized as one of the root causes of age-related memory loss. And here's something fascinating. Figs provide gentle natural sugars that fuel the brain's glymphatic system, the nighttime cleaning crew that removes waste proteins linked to memory decline and diseases like Alzheimer's. Without enough fuel, this cleaning system can't run efficiently, leaving toxic buildup behind. A few figs in the evening may give your brain the steady energy it needs to perform this vital housekeeping. The story of Margaret, a 68-year-old retired school teacher, illustrates this beautifully. She told me she had been struggling with tired eyes after her evening reading and often misplaced her glasses around the house. I encouraged her to start soaking 2 dried figs each morning and eating them after dinner. Within a month, she reported not only less eye strain, but also a clearer head in the mornings. She laughed as she told me her husband stopped hearing, "Honey, where are my glasses?" quite so often. Are figs a miracle cure? Of course not. But they are a gentle, consistent way of nourishing the body at night, giving your eyes and brain what they need to repair themselves. Fruit number 2, the tiny but mighty raisin. At first glance, raisins may not seem like much. They're small, wrinkled, and often overlooked as nothing more than a sweet snack. But hidden inside each one is a concentrated burst of nutrients that can slow down some of the most damaging processes behind memory decline and vision loss. One of the biggest enemies of both the brain and the eyes is oxidative stress. This invisible process is like rust slowly forming inside your body. Over time, it weakens the delicate tissues in the retina and contributes to brain cell loss. Raisins are packed with antioxidants, especially flavonoids and phenolic acids. Among them is resveratrol, a compound you may have heard about in connection with red wine. But here's the surprising truth. You don't need wine to benefit from it. Raisins naturally contain resveratrol, which is powerful enough to cross the protective barriers around both the brain and the eye. Once inside, it shields the nerve cells, calms inflammation, and slows the breakdown of fragile retinal tissue. But that's not all. Raisins are also a natural source of boron, a trace mineral that most people don't realize they're missing. Boron plays a quiet but critical role in maintaining memory speed, hand-eye coordination, and mental focus. Studies have shown that when boron levels are too low, reaction times slow down, visual focus weakens, and memory lapses become more frequent. For seniors, this is especially important since even minor slips in focus can lead to falls or accidents. Another overlooked gift of raisins is their iron content. Iron supports the production of healthy hemoglobin, the protein in red blood cells that carries oxygen throughout the body. Without enough iron, oxygen delivery to the brain and eyes becomes sluggish, leading to morning fatigue, brain fog, and even vision dimness. When you enjoy a small handful of raisins at night, you're supporting your body's ability to deliver fresh oxygen to the tissues that need it most during repair hours. And yes, raisins are naturally sweet, but unlike processed sugars, their sweetness is balanced by fiber. This means your blood sugar rises gently instead of spiking and crashing. That steady stream of natural energy supports the brain's nighttime cleansing system, the glymphatic system, helping it sweep away toxins that can interfere with memory. Let me share the story of Harold, a 74-year-old retired machinist. Harold loved doing crossword puzzles, but noticed that in the mornings, his mind felt slow and his eyes seemed less sharp, especially on cloudy days. Instead of reaching for cookies before bed, I suggested he try a tablespoon of unsweetened raisins. He agreed, though he was skeptical. Within 3 weeks, Harold said his morning crosswords felt easier again. He even noticed that his peripheral vision, the ability to see things out of the corner of his eye, seemed clearer when driving. What changed? A simple nightly habit gave his body the antioxidants, boron, and iron it needed to restore and protect itself while he slept. Tiny as they are, raisins carry big power. They protect against oxidative stress, support circulation, and help keep the brain alert and the eyes focused. Fruit number 3, the calming strength of dates. Among all dried fruits, dates are perhaps the most misunderstood. Many people see them as nothing more than a natural candy, sweet, sticky, and better suited for desserts. But behind their sweetness lies a rich blend of nutrients that can deeply nourish the aging brain and tired eyes, especially during the night. One of the most valuable gifts dates provide is tryptophan, an amino acid your body uses to make serotonin and melatonin. These two chemicals are the key to restful sleep. Serotonin helps you feel calm and emotionally balanced, while melatonin guides your body into the deep stages of sleep where true repair occurs. When seniors struggle with restless nights, anxiety before bed, or waking up multiple times, it is often because their melatonin production is low. A couple of dates in the evening can provide the gentle building blocks the body needs to reset its natural rhythm. But sleep is only the beginning. Dates are also rich in magnesium, a mineral that calms the nervous system and reduces brain inflammation. Without enough magnesium, the brain's learning and memory pathways become overexcited, leading to poor concentration, irritability, and disrupted rest. For seniors, magnesium is one of the most common deficiencies, and dates provide a safe plant-based source. Then there's potassium, essential for keeping the optic nerve strong and ensuring electrical signals travel smoothly from the retina to the brain. Imagine the retina as a camera and the optic nerve as the cable sending images to the brain. If that cable isn't working properly, the picture gets blurry. Potassium helps keep the signal crisp, reducing eye strain and improving visual steadiness. And we cannot overlook vitamin B6, which works hand in hand with magnesium and potassium to support neurotransmitter production. Together, these nutrients give the brain a calming, stable environment for processing memory, reducing anxiety, and strengthening attention. Scientific evidence supports these effects. In 2022, researchers noted that compounds in dates reduce neuron damage and improve memory in aging animal studies. While human trials are still developing, the mechanisms, antioxidant defense, anti-inflammatory action, and improved sleep chemistry clearly benefit older adults. Consider Eleanor, a 71-year-old grandmother who often felt anxious at bedtime and struggled with waking up groggy and forgetful. She worried about forgetting appointments or losing track of conversations with her grandchildren. I encouraged her to eat 1 or 2 soft dates about 45 minutes before bed. Within a month, she noticed not only that she fell asleep more quickly, but that she woke up feeling calmer and more collected. She told me, "It feels like my brain has more space again. I don't lose my train of thought as easily." That's the power of dates. They are not just a sweet treat. They are nature's way of calming the nervous system, supporting sleep, fueling deep brain recovery, and sharpening vision signals. A final word of hope. If you've stayed with me until now, I want to leave you with one important reminder. It's never too late to take back control of your health. Too many seniors are told that fading memory, blurry vision, or restless nights are simply the price of growing older. But the truth is, your brain and eyes still have the ability to heal, to adapt, and to protect you, no matter your age. Think about it. Your body has carried you through decades of life's ups and downs. Every cell has been designed with built-in repair systems, waiting for the right signals to switch on. Those signals don't have to come from expensive treatments or complicated routines. Sometimes they come from the simplest choices, like a few dried fruits at night, chosen with care and eaten with consistency, a fig for sharper vision and clearer neurotransmitters, a handful of raisins to guard your brain against oxidative stress, a soft date to calm your nerves and invite deeper healing sleep. None of these are magic cures, but together, night after night, they form a quiet ritual that nourishes your body and supports the very things that matter most after 60. Independence, clarity, and connection with the people you love. So if you've been feeling discouraged, if you've caught yourself saying, "Well, I guess this is just aging," I want you to pause. You are not broken. Your body is still listening, still ready to respond, if you give it what it needs. And tonight can be your first step. Not tomorrow, not someday, tonight. Thank you for joining me here on Senior Healthcare. If this message gave you hope or encouragement, I'd be honored if you would share it with a friend, leave a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. You deserve to see your life clearly, to remember it vividly, and to rest peacefully. And sometimes that journey back begins with something as simple as a fig, a raisin, and a date.